Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting the story of Berserk with Chapter XO, the Black Swordsman, where we are introduced to Guts in a very different way from most protagonists. The chapter opens with Guts already living as a mysterious and brutal warrior, carrying an enormous sword and possessing a mechanical arm. While one of his eyes is damaged, he encounters a woman who initially appears ordinary, but she soon reveals herself to be an apostle, a supernatural creature that Guts is already familiar with. Instead of being surprised or frightened, Guts deliberately uses the situation to get close to her before revealing the cannon hidden inside his prosthetic arm and attacking her. This immediately tells us that Guts isn't someone who has just discovered the existence of monsters. He has been hunting them for some time, and there is clearly a personal reason behind his hatred. After this encounter, Guts travels to the town of Koka, where he notices that the people are living under the control of a cruel authority. He eventually enters a tavern and finds a group of men abusing a small, elf-like creature named Puck. Guts initially seems uninterested in the situation, but he eventually decides to interfere, using his repeating crossbow and sword to overpower the men. Instead of simply killing everyone, he leaves one survivor alive, so that a message can reach the people controlling the town. The Black Swordsman has arrived. Puck becomes curious about Guts and follows him, creating an interesting contrast between them. Guts is cold, aggressive and determined to remain alone, while Puck is emotional, curious and compassionate. However, Guts is soon captured by the town's soldiers and taken prisoner. Even after being beaten and tortured, he refuses to abandon his objective. During this time, we begin learning about the terrifying ruler behind Koka, the Snake Lord. The Snake Lord is not an ordinary human but an apostle who has been using his power to control the town and terrify its people. When he learns that Guts has entered his territory, he becomes furious and begins unleashing destruction throughout Koka. The town quickly turns into chaos as people flee and buildings are destroyed, but Guts remains focused on reaching the monster. Meanwhile, Puck returns to help Guts and uses his healing abilities to assist him, showing that despite Guts' harsh personality, someone is beginning to care about him. Once Guts is able to continue fighting, he confronts the Snake Lord, and the battle quickly becomes brutal. The Snake Lord reveals his monstrous apostle form, transforming into a gigantic serpent-like creature with overwhelming physical strength. Guts is severely outmatched in size and error, but this is where we see why he is such a dangerous fighter. He doesn't depend on a single weapon or fight according to traditional rules. He uses his sword, crossbow, mechanical arm and cannon, along with his own experience and willingness to endure incredible pain. Eventually, Guts manages to defeat the Snake Lord, but this victory doesn't make him celebrate because the Snake Lord was never his true target. Guts wants information about something much larger, the God Hand. This moment reveals that Guts isn't simply wandering around killing random monsters. He is following a specific path driven by revenge. The chapter leaves many questions unanswered. Why is Guts missing an arm? What happened to his eye? Why does he bear the mysterious brand? What happened to him in the past? And most importantly, why does he want revenge against the God Hand? We aren't given those answers yet. Instead, Berserk introduces us to Guts through the aftermath of his tragedy, showing us the broken warrior before revealing the events that broke him. That's what makes Chapter XO so effective. We see the Black Swordsman first, but we don't yet know the man behind the sword, and as the story continues, we'll eventually travel back into Guts' past and discover how he became the person we meet here.